What's up, YouTube? This is JButterz, and this is my match against Nightstorm. I haven't battled him in a while, and I asked him if he wanted a battle. He said sure, so here we go. It's basic OU. He throws out his Bastiodon, and I throw out my Hydra. And I think, oh, okay, Bastiodon's special defense isn't high, and Earth Power is 4 times damage, so use Earth Power. He barely holds on and uses Metal Burst on my Hydreigon. My Hydreigon goes down, and I was surprised, to be honest. Trying to throw out Scrafty, and I'm like, okay, like I could just bulk up and sweep his whole team. Let me just bulk up a couple times and use the Stealth Rock. You know, I kind of had that coming. And I did not know he had Roar, or else I would have used a Drain Punch by now. But you know, not everything happens the way you want it to go. My Lucario is dragged out, and I figure, alright, Lucario could do some good damage. So he throws out his Jellicent, and I use Aura Sphere, doesn't hurt him. I use Crunch, and it does a big amount of damage. Like, Lucario never disappoints me, except for in defense. He does, because Scald takes a lot out of me. He withdraws to his Vulcan Rona, and I use another Crunch, which hurts him by half. His defense falls, and he switches to his Rampage, and I'm using Extreme Speed. You know, kind of a waste of a move, and Life Orb hurts me. Then I use Aura Sphere and take out his Bastiodon. And I'm hoping, alright, fingers crossed, please be alive, and my wish came true. I use Extreme Speed, but it doesn't affect Jellicent because he switches. And then I use Crunch to finish off his Jellicent, which also takes out my Lucario, unfortunately, but he played his part. I throw out Hanglow thinking, you know, oh, Hanglow could take anyone, but he sends out his Vulcan Rona, so I throw out my Dragonite knowing he could take a good Flamethrower. Then Rocks hurts me. Flamethrower does its damage, and I use Extreme Speed, hoping, you know, just take him out. But his Flame Body ends up in a burn on my part. So now that I'm hurt, he throws out his Bravery, and I'm just trying to get as much damage as I can while he's using Bulk Up. I didn't know what else I could do. He bulks up again. I just use another Extreme Speed, get as much damage as I can. Doesn't do much because of my burn and his Bulk Up. He does another Bulk Up, and I'm starting to get a little worried because Bravery, pretty strong Pokemon. I throw out my Dusknoir, and he uses Shadow Claw, and that hurts me by a lot. But then again, he is Bulk Up times 2 or 3, I'm not sure. But luckily my Dusclops is a tank. He uses another Shadow Claw, and I survive thanks to the burn I gave him. And I just decide to gain health, you know, why not? Then he goes for another Bulk Up. I'm thinking, alright, well maybe that wasn't a good move on his part, because he should use another Shadow Claw, try to get as much damage done as possible. And burn kills him. He throws out Scrafty, and I'm like, crap, Scrafty is just a little tank. I have a Scrafty of my own. He's very useful, but a pain to go against ever since I started using him. I've noticed other people use him, and oh my goodness, he does not make life easy on me. So I go for the, I don't know, alright, leftovers give us health. I go for Bulk Up, so I'm +1 while he's +2. He's now at +3. I'm figuring no big deal. Now he's up by 1. I'll just use another Bulk Up, and his burn leaves him crippled. So I use another one, and he uses Drain Punch, and what do you know? A critical hit. That probably cost me the game on that one. I throw out my Fairthorn, and he uses another Drain Punch, and with his burn, it doesn't do much to me, but my Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet does damage him. And I use Leech Seed just to seed him so I could get health every turn. And I figure, alright, well, now that he's hurt, I could try to get as much health as possible. So I protect, and he uses Drain Punch, I protect, and I just do this to get a little more from my Leech Seed. Try to hurt him a little more. Now I see the Drain Punch coming, so I switch to my Dusknoir, and he misses the Drain Punch. So I think Leech Seed gives me a little more health, and goes for the payback. And I got worried, but then I barely survived. Fingers crossed, Will-O-Wisp. He gains health from leftovers. I absorb his health with Leech Seed. And then he uses Rest. And I'm like, yes, because I go for the Pain Split, which helps a lot. I regain health, and we're about the same now. His leftovers helps him out a little bit. And yeah, I mean, he switches out now to his Hydreigon. And I just go for a Seismic Toss, trying to finish off his Scrafty. He goes for the T-Wave. That hurts me. That is probably a key thing that he did with the T-Wave. He goes for a Draco Meteor. I survive it because Dusknoir is a beast. And I go for a Seismic Toss, taking out, I'm not sure. Yeah, I take out his Hydreigon. And now I'm worried because Scrafty is at an advantage, but I can just use Pain Split, and we're at the same health now. Now I cannot move because of hacks, and he wakes up, bulks up, and I figured, alright, no big deal, I'll just try to use Seismic Toss. And he barely holds on. I was hoping it would take him out, but he barely holds on and uses Rest. After he uses Rest, he's at full health, and I'm like, alright, cool, another Pain Split, why not? Well, first I Seismic Toss, but then I figure, alright, Pain Split, you know, I'll go for that. But I can't move. And I'm at a point right here where, I mean, I got the Pain Split, but the hacks on Paralysis doesn't help me at all. Could do without it. So I go for my Ferrothorn, hoping he'll just do a payback and hurt himself. And he just goes for another bulk up. He played it smart. I should have went for the Will-O-Wisp, but his Drain Punch takes me out. He gains health, but he slowly loses it. I was trying to go for the Leech Seed, but it didn't end up too well. He regains health with leftovers. I go for my Dusclops, and he does payback, which I believe I barely survive. And then I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and he shed skins, and I figure, you know what, I'm done. I'm paralyzed, so I quit, or not quit, I forfeit, and that is the game. Probably one of the closest matches. I had fun. Check out his page in the link below. Comment, subscribe, message if you want to battle. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Alright, JButterz4.